So everybody wants to own the next AI company. We all know that. But what if one of the biggest AI winners isn't the AI companies building the chatbots? What if it's the company that's eventually going to monetize them all? And I'm talking about AppLovin today. And no, this isn't just another AI powered advertising pitch. The real thesis is much bigger than that. History says that every platform that captures attention eventually has to monetize that attention. Radio did it, television did it, search did it, social media did it, streaming did it. Why should AI be any different? The question isn't whether AI companies will advertise. The question is who will actually run those ads. And that's where AppLovin fits in. First, let's be fair. AppLovin has had a fucking rough year. Investors have questioned whether its expansion into e-commerce advertising is happening fast enough, and recent third-party data suggested a slower than expected rollout. Despite that, many analysts continue to view the long-term opportunity favorably because the core business continues producing exceptional cash flow and margins. As of recently, AppLovin sits at a market cap in the $25 to $30 billion range, depending on daily price swings. Compare that, though, to the hundreds of billions and in some cases trillions being assigned to AI leaders like Microsoft, Nvidia, and Alphabet, and even the tens of billions just being thrown at private AI startups. That gap is where things get interesting to me. Now, here's the part that I think the market may be underestimating. Every major technology company eventually believes they can build advertising themselves. It sounds easy, just show ads, except it's absolutely not. Ad tech is one of the most brutally complex industries on earth. There's real time auctions, identity, you got fraud prevention, measurement, creative optimization, fucking bid shading, supply pass, demand pass attribution, measured in milliseconds. So you don't just wake up one morning and decide to become Google Ads or Meta or AppLovin. I've spent years in ad tech and I've watched companies convince themselves they can build their own ad stack because they think it'll save money or give them more control. Most of them eventually discover they're rebuilding something that took specialists a decade to perfect. We've seen this movie before. Look at connected TV. Every streaming company wanted to own everything, their own ad server, their own marketplace, their own demand, their own measurement. Then reality showed up at their door. Many ultimately partnered with specialists because advertising is an entire business unto itself. AI could be heading down that exact same road. Right now, everyone is focused on subscriptions. Pay $20, pay $200, enterprise licenses, great, but consumer AI is becoming incredibly competitive. Once that novelty wears off, companies will need another way to monetize billions of interactions happening every single day. Advertising is that obvious answer. And when that shift happens, capital tends to follow monetization. We've seen this pattern repeatedly in tech cycles. Early money flows into the platforms, capturing the attention, but over time, value accrues to the companies that actually extract revenue from that attention. If AI companies today are being valued at massive premiums based on future monetization potential, then logically, some of that value could eventually rotate toward the infrastructure layer that enables that monetization. In other words, money doesn't just stay with the builders, it flows to the collectors. The challenge is that building a world class advertising platform isn't an AI problem, it's an ad tech problem. Those are two very different things. AppLovin has spent more than a decade refining algorithms that decide which ad gets shown, to whom, at what price, and when. Its Axon platform has become the core engine behind that optimization, and the company is now trying to expand beyond gaming into much larger markets like e commerce and lead generation. If AI applications eventually become another massive source of consumer attention, AppLovin doesn't necessarily need to own the AI model, it just needs to help monetize it. That's an enormous distinction. And when you compare a $25 to $30 billion company to an ecosystem where trillions of dollars in market cap are being built around AI, even a small slice of that monetization layer could represent significant upside. Now, here's the bear case. There's no guarantee AI companies outsource anything. OpenAI, Anthropic, Google, Meta, and others have some of the best engineers on the planet. Some may build excellent advertising businesses internally, all by themselves. AppLovin also faces platform risk from Apple and Google policy changes, increasing competition, and questions about whether its expansion outside gaming will scale as quickly as bulls expect. Recent concerns around slower e commerce adoption show execution still matters. So, this isn't a slam dunk by any means, but investing isn't about certainty, it's about probability. If history repeats itself, attention eventually gets monetized. If advertising becomes a major monetization engine for AI, somebody has to provide that infrastructure. The market seems obsessed with who builds the smartest AI right now. I'm starting to wonder if the bigger winner ends up being the company that helps everyone else make money from it. That company just might be AppLovin, or it might not. And that's a thesis. I don't think enough investors are talking about that chance that AppLovin and companies like that could be those winners. But if you enjoy this video, hit the like as always, subscribe. Let me know what you think of AppLovin in the comments. Do you think AI companies eventually become advertising companies, or do subscriptions remain the king? And as always, it's not financial advice. I don't even own AppLovin. And do your own fucking research as usual. I will see you guys in the next one.